Y'all know who that is over there, man. The reason I'm here, my pops. Y'all know we over here on this couch. We over here on YouTube. Y'all come check us out. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. We just tell it like it is on TikTok. Let's get into the content.
On my mama.
Come on now.
On my hood.
I be trying to switch it up for Pop, y'all. I be trying to switch it up for him.
Oh Lord. I look good.
Come on now. Touch my swag.
I wish you would. On my mama.
Yeah.
On my.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick, and people ain't gotta agree with me. People can sit on the internet and try to drag me. I do not care, but I'm gonna die on the hill on this one. So guess what? Rest in peace to that woman. But I'm gonna tell you something. There's another video circulating right now of a black woman and her son being harassed inside of a movie theater by one of them. Okay, and to the point where that lady got physical with that black woman. And hear me when I say this. Hear me when I say this. Whether I don't know if that woman got a man or not, but with everything that's going on right now, I'm really starting to realize the value of having a man in the house.
Huh? What you say?
I'm really starting to realize that. I'm really starting to realize the value of what it is to have a man for protection. Because mind you, I've been on that whole masculine, I could do it all by myself, I can do it all on my own, blah, blah, blah. But really we cannot. And I'm going to tell you something, and people do not have to agree with me, but if you really take time and look from a different perspective, if there was a man in that home with that Miss Massey that got just recently got gone away, if there was a man in the home, I promise you that man would have never let those police officers come into her home. He would have talked.
Let me say something from behind this camera. I'm a married man, y'all. I don't play by my wife and I don't play by my kids. It don't matter where we at. It don't matter where we go. It don't matter what we do. My wife will tell you, he not going to play with you about me. You ain't going to talk to a crazy. You better not even think you can raise your voice the wrong way. It's going to get out of hand. See, she talking about the covering of a man, right? This is what I'm going to speak to you about as a married man. This is 22 years. Shout out to my wife. Been together since we were teenagers. Y'all got to understand something. When the popo come to the house like Miss Massey, she right. I handle the dough. That's my job. See, my job is to make sure everybody in my household is straight. And I promise you, like I told my pop last night off camera, don't make it a me or you situation about those people. About my wife and my kids, don't you make it a me or you situation. But I like how she's speaking about why you need men. Now, what I don't like is that it done took the unaliving of another lady for her to decide, nah, I need a man. Now, I'm not here to cook her. I'm not here to nothing. I appreciate her message. I appreciate another woman getting out here saying, hey, ladies, we've been tripping. It's some things these men come with. They are just more well-equipped to deal with than we are. And do you know the number one thing that we are more well-equipped to deal with than you? Other men.
Come on now. Come on.
Let the church say amen.
With them on the front porch. So in my personal opinion, I believe they understood that she was a single black woman by herself, and they took advantage of that. And they entered into her home. And she was vulnerable. She was scared to the point where you saw her get up and go into her kitchen because that was the only place where she felt safe. But in my opinion, if there was a man in that house,
come on now,
a man would have never let two men with firearms come into their home. They would have met that man at the door.
What? Whoa,
And I'm just
whoa,
saying,
whoa!
I
I'm gonna
could die
shoot it
on
to
a
my
hill
pop
by
now.
myself with
I'm gonna
this
shoot it to
one.
pop now. Pop, she said they would have met that man at the door. I need you to talk to him.
Well, that's exactly what was going to happen. I mean, as you said, I mean, that's just real. But she real. She real. Because as a man, this is my family. And if you and I gonna have a conversation, we're not even gonna have a conversation in front of my family.
Come on now.
We're gonna have the conversation as men. We're gonna have the conversation, even though you're the
Talk to him,
popo.
Pop. Talk
Even
to
though
him.
even though you're the popo.
Talk to him,
And
Pop.
even if you were gonna talk to me, even let's say as an example,
Talk
even
to
if
him,
you was gonna
Pop.
talk to me, even if it was about one of my children that was in my house, I'm still gonna talk to you, not in front of them.
Talk to him, Pop.
We're going to take that outside. We're going to do whatever we got to do. We're going to talk about it. We're going to hash it out and everything on the outside.
You ain't coming in here.
They don't know on the inside what's actually going on.
We gonna talk as men.
So see, thank you. What you say again?
We
So
gonna talk as men.
Thank you. So as men, doesn't matter because you the popo.
Hell no.
As men,
It was shit you the
we
popo.
going outside and we going to have a conversation.
Because we just men. And I want people to understand, we respect law enforcement. Shout out to all my family members that's in law enforcement. Shout out
absolutely.
to all me and Pop's family members
Yeah,
that Pop been to the military. Look, y'all,
yeah.
we ain't doing that.
No,
what we
no,
saying
no.
is, Daddy just saying, you being a law enforcement don't change you another man
You another
coming
man.
up to my home.
Coming up to my house.
And I got wife and kids. in
Come
there.
on now.
So now
Come
we
on
got
now.
to step
We
outside
got to
and
step
we got
outside
to
and have a
talk.
conversation.
We gonna handle this conversation over here. Go ahead and keep.
I mean,
going.
regardless of what it comes out to be.
Whoever you are.
Okay. So we're going to talk outside.
Yeah.
So then if I, hold on now. So then if I need to go inside and bring somebody from inside to outside,
I'll do that.
That's the next thing what we going to do.
But you ain't coming in here.
We ain't taking that in the household in front of everybody. No. That ain't what we do. So I'm with the young lady right here when she talks about the fact that the situation would have been totally different.
It would have been.
Had there been a man.
I know as a married man, and you know as a man that's been married as well.
In the household,
It would have went different.
then that whole entire thing. The sad part, what you just said a second ago, the fact that someone has to be unalive.
And she did not deserve to.
No, she did not deserve it. But before we get to a point to start to realize really what a man actually brings to the table for you.
Come on now. Because see, this is where I like her perspective. I like her perspective from where she understands, let me just be real. Men are more well equipped to deal with men.
Yes.
I am not.
Right.
Right? So just me and you, right? We both got a lot of experience with guns, firearms, how to protect ourselves, different things, right? What do we know about law enforcement? Me and you as black men know exactly which way you need to move and not move to get shot.
Say it again. That's exactly what we know.
We know exactly
That's
how to
exactly
move
what we
and
know.
not move.
That's exactly what we know.
And I'm on that all times.
And that's
But
what
I
we know.
still know how I need to move. And if it
That's
came
right.
down
That's
to
right.
it,
That's right.
I know how I need to get to mine and I need to do
That's
what
right.
I got to
That's
do.
right.
But if you got a man, you don't answer that though. Not only that, when you got a man in your house, let's just be honest. Most burglars and rapists and all those, they ain't so quick to run in the house when there's a man he got to deal with.
No, absolutely correct.
That's why they prey on the weak.
That's right.
Most of them ain't trying to deal with another man who can dominate him physically.
Absolutely correct.
Because no matter size, there's always an opportunity
Yes.
that man can dominate you.
Absolutely correct. And
Physically.
don't have anything to do with size. Don't have anything to do with size. So we, at this point, as you said, we talking about protection. Because even when she made the comment about when they were out, the other people, when they was actually out and she was being harassed, remember? She's talked about that as well. So see, that's another one of them situations as we talk about this.
Come on now.
So when you got a man, guess what he gonna do? He gonna squash that whole entire situation for you. He gonna still make sure that you okay. And let's just be real.
And we're going to go about our night.
That's right. And let's just be real. If it needs to go left, then he the one that's gonna make sure he gonna take it left.
Come on now.
Because I mean, I've been in that situation. You've been in that situation.
Come on now.
You know, when we got to a point, you know, to where it had to go left.
If it got to go left.
But if it got to go left, got to go left. But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that you
are okay.
Are all right.
Come on now, man. Get into this episode. Let's see what else she got to say.
But I think it's time that we as women start being these damsels in distress. And start taking value of what it is to have a man in the house. Because, to be straight up, it would have been a man between those police officers and her.
Well, damn, we just said it.
Right there at the door. You get what I'm saying? So this really shook me into realizing the value of the black families. We need to rise up. There needs to be
all families,
all families, all of them.
Single narrative.
And we big time on black. We big time on people.
We need a man in the
all
house.
families.
All
We
families.
need the protection.
Because we believe in family around here.
Because when
we don't
have
care
a
about
man,
color, family. You heard
the
what he
outside
said.
world got to approach us differently. You get what I'm saying? So the next relationship I get into, I'm very much going to value it like nobody's business. 100%. Pay attention to what I'm saying.
Check this out. Did you know what she said? Now, I hope everybody don't miss what she said. She made a comment. She said, if I got a man, you are going to approach me differently.
Because you are.
Don't miss that.
You're going to watch
it doesn't matter whether or not if it is a man or a woman.
Not at all.
They are going to approach you differently. They ain't gonna keep coming at you as my wife. They ain't gonna be coming at you with all this aggression and hostility with me right there next to you. No. They're going to approach the situation totally different. And I like the fact,
you know what they're gonna do?
That she recognized that.
They gonna watch who they talking to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's all I wanted to add in.
They're gonna watch who they talking to.
You're gonna watch
how
you talk to
the
them.
fact that y'all don't miss that this young lady, she understands that when I'm with him, people, help me today. Come on now. I gotta go up. So here's the thing. So what she recognizes is that when I'm with my husband, people look at me differently.
When I'm under that covering.
They don't look at me the same.
Come on now.
Some of the stuff that I gotta go up against.
Talk to him.
But alone, I don't have to go up against with him.
Come on now. Talk to him.
Because the first thing that they doing, even though they may look at me, they looking at him. Because I got somebody that's gonna step right in front of me if need be. I got somebody that's willing to take a bullet if he needs to.
Come on now.
I got somebody that's willing to go meet Jesus if that's what he needs to do for me.
Let the church say amen.
Because they recognize that. And that's what the young lady is saying. She said, no. See, I gotta recognize as a woman. You need to recognize what you actually get when you got a man. People, period, look at you differently. They approach you differently. They talk to you differently. They act differently when you got a husband.
I ain't got nothing else to damn say.
And she recognizes, before we shut this down, she recognizes that this is totally different when I got a man. And that's one of the reasons why I gotta have one. That's why I need to keep me a husband. That's why I need that protection. Because my life, just as a woman, believe it or not, just from that aspect, it's much better when I got him.
Because it never would have played out how it played out if I had him. Like I said earlier, you're gonna watch who you talking to. As you said, you're gonna watch how you talk to her. You're gonna watch how you treat her. Now, it's sad that it took somebody unalived for her to get it.
Yeah.
But damn it, I'm happy that she got it.
I'm glad she got it.
Pop took y'all to church. It's me and Pop, man. We over here on this couch, man. We over here on YouTube. Y'all come check us out. We just tell it like it is on TikTok.